Hey guys, Exa here, and today we've got something a bit different from usual. A lot of the spots we find don't ever make it into our main videos, so the purpose of this video is going to be to show off all of the spots that we know about on the rig, and hopefully make it easy for you guys to learn them. So we're going to be keeping it pretty simple for the first spot here. All you really need to do is come over to this pile of boxes and punch the one to your left a couple times. Once you fall in behind, you're actually pretty well hidden, and even though it's really easy to set up, this spot can be quite effective. Okay, so this next spot is over by the plasma caster spawn, and it's pretty similar to the last one. All you need to do is punch the top box a couple of times and you should fall right in. I know most people probably know about these spots at this point, but for those who don't, it doesn't hurt to show them off. And as you can see from this clip from an actual match, it's a pretty effective spot. This next one is a little bit tougher than the last two, but it shouldn't give you guys much trouble. All you need to do is a simple stabilized jump and then thrust into this hole here, and that's all it takes. This next spot's a little bit tedious. What you want to do is come down here and try to catch yourself on this invisible clamber. There's no ledge you can stand on down here, but as long as you keep clambering and pulling yourself up, you can stay there pretty much as long as you want. I definitely recommend you turn on hold to clamber for this spot. It's doable without hold to clamber, but it's a lot more difficult, so there's really no reason not to. This next spot is a little bit goofy. What you need to do is trigger the first stage of the Easter egg, and then you come over and hide behind this cap. It might not be the best spot on the map, but it's pretty unique, so we decided to throw it in. And who knows, you might just be able to get away with it. Over by blue spawn is actually one of the better spots on the map, and it's pretty simple too. Just ground pound towards the wall and you should land and catch yourself on a little invisible ledge. Once you're down there, you're really not going to be seen by anyone except for people looking right over the edge of the map. Just make sure you don't crouch because there is a kill volume right below you. So on this one you want to come to the edge of the map over here, and you have to make sure you jump as far away from the map as you possibly can. You should hit the barrier, and then you'll actually fall past the kill volume, thrust back in and clamber onto that spot. Now that spot on its own is pretty good actually, but if you want to take it one step further, use your teammate as a head jump and just do a simple jump, thrust, stabilize, and ground pound onto this invisible ledge underneath the map. It might take a little bit of practice to get the final jump down, but in my opinion it's absolutely worth it. I don't think any other spot on the map even comes close to this one. The only real downside is that you need a teammate in order to perform it. This next one is pretty straightforward. All you need to do is jump up, stabilize, and thrust into this little ledge. Make sure you're crouching so that you can land in there, and that's all there really is to it. This one can be a bit frustrating to get into, but it's worth it once you land it. Just thrust and try to land on this tiny ledge. If you don't make it, make sure you clamber on the window underneath you so that you don't fall off the map. And once you do land up there, simply move to the corner of the ledge and it will be very difficult for anybody to find you. You will need a teammate in order to get into this spot, but with good coordination it's not that difficult. Just do a simple ground pound boost and make sure you drift forward a little bit and you should land right up on this ledge. If you're not familiar with ground pound boosting, there is a tutorial available on our channel. The link will be in the description as well as at the end of the video. For this next spot, you're going to need a teammate to help you once again, this time by dropping off the map and ground pounding at just the right moment so that you can get underneath the invisible blocker, but still have enough height to jump up and land on this ledge. This spot is actually pretty challenging. It took us quite a few tries to get in custom games because the height of the ground pound needs to be absolutely perfect. This final spot is probably the most difficult on the map. It starts off the same as the one from earlier. Make sure you avoid the kill volume by jumping away from the map. Once you get down to the bottom, run up the little wedge there and jump around the corner, do a thrust, stabilize, and ground pound onto this invisible barrier. It's pretty hard to land on the barrier without falling off the back. I'd suggest you angle the ground pound away from the map, That way it makes the landing slightly more consistent, but either way it's very difficult. Anyway, that's all we have for this video. If it was helpful, or if you have an opinion about it, or if you think we should do more like this in the future, let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching.